It's the Caleb MTG Show.
Ooh. So I like a Bowmaster, and Bowmaster is probably a better card than Academy. Is this going to go into any deck and be good? But Academy gives you this, like, very specific direction, which means that you can turn your brain off and kind of just do the thing. And let me tell you, Third Beer Caleb likes that idea. Let's do it. Now we're going to have to see what Beerless Caleb wants. Ooh, Grim Monolith. Oh, I have those boxes of mimosas. Let's get a mimosa. What became of the awful moonshine? I think it's just going to get thrown away. Life's too short. Life's too short for bad moonshine. All right, here we go. Budget mimosa time? Hell yeah. I wonder how much these cost normally. Because 75 cents a mimosa is unreal. But also, that grocery store doesn't do, like, ridiculous sales or anything. Okay. So Great American Craft Spirits has this 4-pack of mimosas discounted from $23 down to $12. And the ones that I'm drinking now are $3 for a 4-pack. So yeah, the grocery store must have just been really trying to get rid of them. How many cents? $3 for a 4-pack, so 75 cents a piece. One Nettle Cyst. Displacer Kitten's interesting with the Grim Monolith, but it's got some, like, what-ifs attached. You want more than Monolith. You want a few different things. Nettle Cyst is just going to be good with what we're doing all the time. Lower ceiling, of course. Kitten doesn't wheel that often. People love that cat. It is a cool cat, of course. Yeah, I never understood that Vipus. Drinking while sick. It doesn't make sense logically, and the one time I tried it, I was like, this is terrible. Why would anyone do this? Mightstone, nice workshops play. What a good band. His argument was that if he's drunk, he doesn't feel that he's sick. Yeah, that didn't hold true for me. And then your sickness lasts longer because your body has to fight off the poison too. Terrible idea. If being drunk makes you feel not sick, you think that's alcoholism? Yeah, I've had those periods in my life where I was drinking too much and blacking out on the regular. And what helped me was just moving, just having a different friend group, different socialization, people that can, like, hang out and play board games and stuff instead of drinking. And now I go through periods. I'll, like, not drink for a few weeks and drink for a few weeks. I think it's overall pretty healthy. At least comparatively. I haven't blacked out in, like, 16 years or something. Oh, the cat did wheel. Okay. We got a cat, we got a monolith, and a Mightstone to blink. I think our lane is very open if the cat's wheeling. You turned 21 and your drinking dropped off dramatically. That doesn't surprise me, yeah. People mature. Oh, cool, Leopold. Congrats, of course. We got so many juicy artifacts late. I wonder if I can take the Tameo and wheel the Mox Opal. Tamio's not Mox level, but it's like the next tier down, and Mox Opal is like actual Mox level in our deck. So if you knew that neither one of them would wheel, I would take the Mox, but we've got like 80% of a Mox here in terms of power level. Is there a Madness deck? Supposedly. I haven't gotten it to work in a few seasons. Feels like it should maybe get rotated out. Very Academy focused here. Beautiful Tinker deck. What we really want for that Citadel is Sensei's Divining Top. This is a tricky one because like Lotus Petal's a free artifact for Academy, which is awesome. But that Manifold Key pairs so well with Grim Monolith. I'm just going to grab it. Your ability to wheel things lowers and lowers as the pack goes on. So right now, if you just like imagine 8 cards left, or 8 cards pulled out, right? There's only 4 cards left. Is the Manifold Key going to be one of them? Even if you think it's likely, it becomes like less and less likely. And the key is better here than the Petal overall because of the Grim Monolith already. If we didn't have the Grim Monolith at this stage, I would probably take the Petal. Stop Workshops. Beauty of a Shops deck. Oust isn't crazy. Actually, yeah, give me the Oust. I was thinking about the Dismember, and then I was thinking about Urborg, maybe cast Citadel, but the Relics is too good. Yeah, I love that song. Y'all want to hear Sail? Metamorph is good. Could grab a Sweeper. Looks like I was wrong about Mox Opal. That's alright. Tamio's still great. Yeah, you shouldn't take risks like that, trying to wheel, like, medium cards. Or, like, you take the medium card and try to wheel a card your deck actually needs. But when you've got 2 cards that your deck really, really wants, then you can think about trying to wheel something. You gotta make sure the risk and reward are balanced. Risk, no reward, terrible. Both the Gen 1 plays, yeah, and then both juice up the Academy. Opal would just give us some explosive redundancy. So like non-Academy draws would have a Mox. Which makes it a little bit better than Tamio, but not much. Yeah, Ancient Tomb is interesting as like a bullshit workshop. We're going to take the One Ring. We do have Metamorph and Tinker as ways of getting rid of it, which is nice. Or even the Kitten Blink, Nice one to play off workshops. We're going to grab this Coveted Jewel. Not going to risk it not coming back. We do have the Kitten for it, so it is best in our shell here. Hope that City of Traders wheels. Devil Driver, I don't think is like a very interesting band, but I dig them. I've always dug them. Now, what is an interesting band is Igor. I don't know if any of y'all are familiar, but they announced a tour. I'm probably going to skip it because I'd have to travel down to Chicago. It's an interesting band, though. Couple interesting options here. Mystical Tutor helps us find Tinker more often. Well, there's Lava Spur Boots to make the Colossus better. Or you could take Marsh Flats for the Archive. We have plenty of playables, which kind of points me towards the Marsh Flats. Make the mana of it a little bit better. Being able to Tinker more consistently seems good, though. I'd be on the Mystical Tutor if we had like a Recall or a Balance here or something. I guess we have a Wrath we can grab. Parallax Wave. Yeah, Sweepers are a lot better than Parallax Wave in this deck. Parallax Wave is good in aggro decks, attacking decks, because it's like a one-sided thing. But in this deck, Parallax Wave is like basically a fog, right? Like you can't attack this turn or the next turn. It's like a moment's peace. And we'd rather have a Wrath of God than a moment's peace. Yeah, I'd like the Hollowed Fountain. I'm going to take Retrofitter. It's just a little too good with Academy. Novellin, I got a question for you. Why doesn't your band have any chicken solos? Well? Ooh, a Shorkai. Why doesn't your chicken have any band solos? Ooh. Got me good, Rando. This is a really good question. The chicken in my band fucked my wife, had to go, so now chicken duties are on the track, but turned all the way down. They're just in there. Thanks for asking. Wow, that was a thorough answer. Twists and turns in there. Real cock of a bandmate. Yeah. Chat with their yolks. What came first, the chicken or your wife? Oh my fucking god. That's pretty good. I'm going to be retelling that joke to my wife later. I'll be like, I'll have to explain the whole setup and everything. All right, so Novellin was in the chat, right? And I asked him, why does your band no longer have why doesn't your band have a chicken solo? Good question, right? Anyway. Just give this pun the fucking 10 pages of backstory. Do we just play like a 60 card fucking artifact deck? Having more cards means I'll draw my Tinker targets less often. Yeah, I'll also draw the Tinker less often in the Academy. Usually I'm happy with just 2 Tinker targets. I'm thinking about cutting Portal, even though Portal's like the best one. Because we have Greaves for Colossus and Top for Citadel. I can also see cutting Colossus and just like... How do we win then, right? If you're Citadel topping, how do you win? Yeah, let's cut Portal. Really hard cuts. Really hard cuts. Maybe one of these talismans can go. Maybe I don't need 2 talismans. It'd be nice if one of them could tap for the Thopter Foundry and be easy to figure out which one to cut then. Aussie Rocky is very fun, yeah. I'm usually really high on Shorkai, but I'm also usually playing like more of a control shell. And we have the One Ring and Coveted Jewel as like draw engines. Maybe I need it less than usual. This is one of my favorite artifacty cards. Mystical Tutor is mainly for Tinker, yeah. We're kind of built around Tinker, right? You're questioning if we need to oust to the main deck. Could cut it. Just have Tinker and Wrath. Yeah, we already considered cutting Blightsteel, yeah. Yeah, we have 3 potential Tinker targets. The Portal, the Citadel and the Blightsteel. And I like having the Blightsteel so we can actually kill people, and I like having the Citadel with top. I think we're a little light on win cons if we don't play the Blightsteel. Didn't have to explain the whole preamble because, of course, she is familiar with Igor and the chicken song. You assumed I was incapable of cutting short Kyan artifacts, right, Dance Man? Not something I do very often. Surveil land, it better begin to be. Might be a rough game otherwise. Okay, that's good enough. God, getting the shit just smacked out of you by a frog that's like, your favorite number is... Alright, focus on your card very clearly. Hey, pal. I'll say no once, I guess. Thank God. Black mana. Very hard for us to hardcast a Citadel. We do have a an artifact on Tapper that could combine with this relic to get me there. I'm gonna skip this one. Mana short of activating my relic. Yeah, we are just talking about that 420 Blaze It. Oh, I didn't update the deck list. Let me do that real quick. Did I save it, though? I did. Nice. Looks like we have a few different black sources. Because there's a Coalition relic in here, too. And then the one that I was thinking of earlier is the Manifold Key to untap the Relic of Sauron. And a Coveted Jewel, I guess. Metamorph on Relic of Sauron. Hey, sup, Slightly Evil Toaster. You just 3-0 6-0 your draft. You're sitting to the left of me in the pod. Open Time Walk on Noko. Had a nice blue-green take all the turns deck. That sounds delightful, Toaster. Was that me passing you that Oko? I can't remember what I took. Wait, Time Twister? I don't remember. Yeah, I'd just done like a 5-color, like blue-green focused thing, so I was like, I don't feel like Okoing. Yeah, the Thought Foundry's not going to be long for this world, but it will spit a bunch of 1/1s out. Spawn of Hester, thanks to $4.20. Raid. Doom Wake, thanks for the raid. Appreciate you. Yeah, go follow Doomwink if you have not, for some odd reason. Oh, that's not a good... Fracture. This is perhaps the worst Fracture Identity target. They should be targeting like my Relic of Sauron. Yeah, welcome folks that are just showing up now. We're drinking a bit. We're playing some Cube. We're eating strawberries and creme fraiche. Thank you. The hero of the stream, Mrs. DMTG coming through. And you see that we're saving the Academy for last here. Kind of intuitive if you used Academy before. It's like step 1, make all your artifacts. Step 2, tap the Academy. Anyway, we're going to make 6 more Thopters and then inside the Thopter Foundry to itself so they don't get it from the Fractured. Thopter Foundry actually used to be much more annoying to combo with. Let's listen to Spawn's song request. Spawn says this is a track going back several decades. Traveling through time a little bit here. Oh, Pelican. The game has ended. Maybe they just have a Wrath, hence why they did this. But they could play like a random artifact and have Ugin targeted, right? Like they don't have to burn a Fractured Identity. We're going to do some adjusting. Witch Enchanter looks awesome. I actually want to add another land so the Witch Enchanter can be played as a card more often. It'd be nice if we had some green mana for Haywire Might. I don't think Spera's Headquarters and Coalition Relic is quite enough green mana. Oh, there's a Talisman here, right? Okay, maybe that's something, huh? Play the switch Talismans. Add Headquarters. Add Might. Council Judgment's pretty good. Gonna cut Wrath. Gonna add Shurikai. Alright, I just added a pile of things. I keep getting white stuff in my beard. Been that kind of a day. Why is magic so hard? Alright, 33 seconds. I'm just gonna submit. Were they mulliganing? Yeah. We had a really good opener, too. We would have gone turn 1 Retrofitter off the Plains, and then turn 2 Tolarian Academy, tap the Plains, play either top or map, doesn't matter that much, and then activate the Retrofitter off the Tolarian Academy. And then on turn 3, we'd have like 5+ mana and just get to start popping off with Cat and stuff. If you turn 1 the Nettle Cyst off the Workshop, you have a 1/1, right? And then it like slowly grows as you play like 1 artifact a turn. If you leave it on the Tameo, by the time you play this Nettle Cyst, it's going to be like an 8/8 or some shit. Well, okay, never mind. It's not the same opponent. Yeah, get your card. You deserve it. I like the idea of overfilling my hand with the One Ring and bidding the Sword of the Meek. Could get it back with Thopter Foundry or this Retrofitter Foundry. So I wanted to do cute things with this Metamorph, but I think I'm just going to copy their Skyclave and hit their Skyclave and collect my 4/4. Was also tempting to copy Nettle Cyst. When they originally started tapping out, I was excited because I was planning on playing the Tameo out and then using the One Ring to flip the Tameo, which we can still do with the Coveted Jewel. And then the Crocus won't be able to dick around with the Tameo anymore. But it requires them to be, tapped low. If I draw into Academy, then I'd regret using this Candelabra, but if I don't, then just like +1 mana off the workshops could end up being really good. Tapping the Crocus means that if I find my Wrath of God, they won't have Crocus to save the Scarlet. They'll have to use the Parallax Wave to do so. I did find Academy. Well, that's exciting. Could, equip Nettle Cyst, but I think I'm better off just passing and sinking mana into the Thopter Foundry. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Duke Wiggles, thanks for the sub, thanks 85 months. They could have also done this with Crocus to reset it. I believe they're still losing the race, but the nice thing about making it so I can't block this turn is that now I have to sack the Coveted Jewel, or they would get it, right? I'm making another 7 here and go up to 15. On board, they've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Uh-oh. This is a hasty Oliphant. Paragon, but it made a red. Oh, I guess they have one more card in hand. Yeah, they might have me here. Maybe I was supposed to let them take the coveted jewel so I could take it back again. Maybe that was my path to victory. A little counterintuitive, but I could see it being cracked. 3 cards for me might be more important than 3 cards for them right now. If they tapped that differently, they could have pumped the figure, right? If they tapped the library for the Abrade mana, then they could have pumped that up, and then they would have had... Yeah, they could have brought the Containment Priest back to attack, too. Huh. Fair enough. That game was a whirlwind. It was like, hey, we got him. Oh, they got me. Oh, we got him again. So Sunfall Portal's going to come in over the Citadel combo. And then Oust, Winds. Sage is weirdly tempting. I think they destroyed themselves by mistapping and not lethaling me, Mark. I don't think that was the biggest error there. I might cut the cat combo. Oh, wow. This track has 250,000 views. It sounds very similar to a lot of stuff that I listen to that has, like, no views. Music industry is weird. Fair enough. I was planning on running out Grim Monolith so I could, like, shortcut activate next turn, but then running out this thing, I think we want to activate the Retrofitter and threaten to block. They have to decide if they want to trade or burn a removal spell on the Retrofitter 1/1. Both of which are fine with me. I almost want to wins that in case they have Crocus for it. Very awkward to just give them their planes, though, when they're only showing red. You want to see something real fucking adorable? Aw, hungry, hungry. I'd have been so mad if that Lauren had drawn me. Blight's still there. I win! You can mystical tutor here for Tinker, but then you don't have anything to sack. They take the Thopter Founder with the duress. I don't think that's great. The issue is a second discard spell. Makes the first one a 2-for-1. Because the Mystical's card disadvantage. Garrett Relentless with a tier 3 subscription. And a command. Go, fight, win. Yes'm. I don't know what you're suggesting in Colony Advance. I don't see why that would be relevant to my point. They're duressing me. The information that I have is none information as to the rest of their hand. I've got a Mystical Tutor that I can play in response, in which case the duress is taking the Thopter Foundry, and then I would draw Tinker and I would have nothing to sack. If they have a second discard spell, it takes the Tinker, and then I have nothing. Then I'm not even hoping to top deck an artifact. So in terms of the decision point, do you cast the Mystical or not? You should be thinking about if those potential outcomes, right? I don't see how your question interacts with my reasoning. You didn't come here to think? Hey, I'm on drink number 4. If I can do it, y'all can eat it. I hope they don't answer my things. Maybe I'll even play the Candelabra out. I thought I recognized that vocalist. Unto others. Almost like sacking the One Ring here. Ugh. We could technically hardcast the Citadel, but it's not super easy. I swear to God! Candelabra could untap a Plains at this point, and I could cast the Witch Enchanter and pop their Mox Pearl. I think I'm gonna not do that. They're searching frantically. I don't think Emrakul's very good here. I'm trying to think about what they could have. They would need to have some way of... Sweepers aren't that good, because I can, like, float and make a bunch... They kind of need, like... Maybe the 6-drop. They can, like, bounce and discard. Zentarian says, I don't know if you know this, but you are making a lot of Thopters here. You know, I hadn't thought about it that way. I think you're right. Storm combo us. You think people would put Storm cards in the same deck as a Grizzlebrand? Well, even if they did such a thing, I'm sure that deck would have a totally normal name that required no further explanation. Oh, this isn't a good Necromancy. Because they'll just have to sack it at end of turn. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot you could do here. Could cut cat combo again. Maybe awkward against orcs. We'll see. Oh, really, Family Goon? I think I might have a more vivid imagination than you. Now that it's competition. Well, kind of my issue with Lion Sash, right? Like, what am I actually going to get this down? Have the white mana up. Turn Billion Deem. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-boo. We corpse dancing. We got that corpse dance going. Do. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Crackle Benito, thanks for the sub. Appreciate you. Gonna be seeing this band this summer. Kind of excited about it. Wish I had my Grim Monolith back. This is when I'd be untapping my Grim Monolith if I had one! It's good enough. Oh shit, what up? A $20 donation! Thanks, Perceptor. Thanks for the years of content, finally in a stable enough financial position to pass along the good fortune. Looking forward to many years to come. Hey, I appreciate you. Glad you're still enjoying the stream after all these years. And thanks for, helping me keep going. Big cheers. I like Spell Bomb. Only requiring 1 blue up. It's pretty reasonable. Let's try this. Be a little bit more combo-y. I think I should have not ran out an artifact on turn 1. So we have Mystical Tutor in response to it. Turn 1 Duress or Thoughtseize. Now we're just going to be activating Retrofitter on turn 2 like an idiot. Oh, they took the map. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. Oh, don't Oryx. Don't do that. It's not kind. I'm all excited about my top Citadel. Rude. This is going to be rough going, but... Wish I had left the oust in. We're looking for, like, Thopter Foundry as our one kind of ish way out of this. Running low on... oh my god. It might just not be doable now, right? We're gonna lose another one here, and then another one to play the top. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Damn! I thought I was gonna win that one. It was a fun league, though. We're doing fun shit. Stupid orcs getting in the way of my nonsense. That was gonna be a sick turn. I wonder if I win that if I just get a Blightsteel. I'm just like, Blightsteel your turn. I could have played the Nettle Cyst, yes. What does that matter? They have 2 creatures. You play the Nettle Cyst out